Hi, my name is Randy Labaza. Let's talk about customizing your test. In North Carolina and for the national test, we'll often customize the score sheet with our state logo or the national tournament logo. In the past, this was a little tricky to do technically, but we've made an improvement to make it easier. I'll show you that now. To do this, we'll start with a test from a few years ago. It's a Division B Invitational Regional. When we go to print the test packet, you see the default header page has some basic information, such as the school, team number, names, etc. We'll go back to edit the test and click on the Show Custom Header button. Here we see a new control where we can add a custom image. Click the Select Header Image button, and we'll select a file to import. And this file comes from the local machine. And we'll see that image file displayed here in this box. This is read-only. You can type there, but it doesn't stick. So you'll see that get erased. But now that we've imported an image, let's see what that looks like. So if we do nothing else, we see the image here at the top right side of the score sheet. And we can change this image using the Clear Header Image button, and we could import a new image. But let's see what this looks like with nothing here. Whoa, the entire header has disappeared. This is because the Show Custom Header is still enabled, but there isn't any HTML in the custom header field, and the image has been cleared. So you see, you do not need any custom HTML if you only provide an image. We'll place that image on the right side of the default header page. Now let's put an image back in here. Pick a different one, the national tournament. And we'll hide the custom header field. And we'll see what that looks like when we print. We're back to the default header. So the image isn't used because the custom header field is hidden. So we'll go back to edit and clear the custom image, and we'll just add some HTML. If you do a web search on online HTML editor, you can find tools that let you make tables and format texts, like in a Word document. Then it will show you the HTML for that, and you can paste it here in the custom header box. That's how I started with this. So I've got the HTML pasted in there, and I will include it down below in the video description for your reference. But let's see what that looks like when we print it. Now remember, any changes are automatically saved, which is not true when editing questions. So when we go back, we should have the HTML will still be there. And there it is. You're always going to want to preview this to make sure the entire question score table is still fitting on the first page. So this test only has a dozen or so questions, so space isn't a problem. You can really get fancy with the formatting and styling of this header portion, and web search is your friend to help you do that. Now, one more thing we can do is to combine these two concepts and put your custom image in your custom HTML. The way you do this is on your image tag, set the ID attribute equal to custom-header-image. Then when printing, the image will be what you've imported. So we'll import an image. And we'll find the image tag in here and set the ID. And we'll go take a look. And there it is. Now you may have noticed the same image appeared in different sizes, and that's controlled with the styling, and it's beyond the scope of this video. You just have to play around with the size parameters a little bit to get it where you like it. And you can see some of those parameters here in the HTML, where I set the height and the width. Now, another thing to remember that when this gets printed, Unless you can print the entire test packet, or at least the first page, which is the score sheet in color, we recommend you pick an image that looks good, printed it in black and white. So that's all there is to it. Again, you can find the HTML code down in the video description below, and you should be able to customize a test. Happy code bustering.